Hello, dear students. Welcome to Preparation Katta. So, our today's topic is time and work. So, this is our overall agenda. Okay, we will start with the introduction, then we will see what is old school method, what is LCM method to solve these problems, and what are different types of time and work problems. Okay, and this is a overall summary of this topic. So once this chapter is near end, or once this chapter finishes, you can refer to this uh, image for your revision. Okay, so you can take a printout and add it in your notes. Now let's start with the introduction part. For introduction, so I will take a very simple example. Okay, so there are two persons, let's say person A and person B. Person A can eat one chapati in one day, and person B can eat two chapatis in one day. There are total 10 chapatis. Now tell me, how many days will be required by A to eat all 10 chapatis? He is eating one day, one chapati per day. So he will take how many days? 10 days to complete this work. And what is the work? To eat all 10 chapatis. And B, now he is eating two chapatis per day. That means he is going to take less time, right? To less time to complete these 10 chapatis, right? To eat all those 10 chapatis. That means now from this example, can you correlate that the time taken by A is more because he is doing less work, right? The time required to complete the work, and what is the work? To eat 10 chapatis. As he is eating less chapatis per day, as he is doing less work per day, he will require more time. And B, he is eating two chapatis per day. That means he is doing more work, and hence in the less time he can eat all the given chapatis or all the given work. So from this example, can I say that time is inversely proportional to work? Can I say? Let's take a simple statement. For example, if you are doing more and more tasks, okay, so in less time you can complete the allotted work, right? That is true. And if someone is taking lot of time to complete a given task only, and work is consisting of many tasks, he will require more time to complete that work, right? So this concept is clear. Now the second concept is about efficiency. So for efficiency, we are going to use this symbol. Okay, you can use E or this one. So anything which is comfortable for you, you can use that part. So now here, can I say, because B is eating two chapatis, A is eating only one chapati, that means B is more efficient than A because he is doing more work, right? So more work, more efficient, right? And more efficient, less time. You are getting this point? So can I say the time is also inversely proportional to efficiency? Or let's say ki a more efficient person will take less time to complete the given work. So can I say this as well? So this is very fundamental. I hope you are getting these points. Okay, now let's start with the actual example to understand these terminologies. Okay, but before that, let's see like one more example. So the example is like that, key to, for example, A is taking n days to complete a work. Okay, A is taking n number of days, so this is efficiency, so n number of days to complete a particular work. Then can I say in one day he will do 1 by nth of work, right? 1 by nth, and in n days he will complete the work, right? In n days I will just multiply it by n, that means he will complete the work. So you again got this statement. What is the statement? If I will again repeat, okay, listen it very, very carefully. If A is completing a work in n days, right? Then in one day he will complete 1 by n work, right? We know the time and work are inversely proportional, so in that way also you can manage this part. So this is okay. Perfect. Now let's move to the actual example to understand these terminologies in detail. Let's try to understand this problem. Now, what is the problem statement here? So A and B can complete a piece of work in 15 days and 10 days respectively. That means A is completing the work in 15 days, right? And B is completing the particular work in 10 days. Now, what it is saying, if they started working together, in how many days the entire work will be completed? Now, tell me, just now we have seen if A is taking 15 days to complete one work, that means in one day, how much work he will complete? It will be 1 by 15, right? And B, he is completing the work in 10 days, that means in one day he will complete 1 by 10th of work. That is fine. Now they started working together. So now in one day, okay, A plus B will complete how much work? So that we need to find out. So just add 1 by 15 plus 1 by 10. So this much of work they will complete in one day, right? So let's do the with the old school method. So you can take the LCM, right, to solve this kind of fractions. We used to use LCM method. So what is LCM of 15 and 10? It is 30. Okay, and then at the top, so 15 twos are 30 and 10 threes are 30, and hence it will be 5 by 30, and hence it will be 1 by 6, right? So in one day A plus B will complete 1 by 6th of work. Then how many days they will complete the entire work? In 6 days, right? It is inverse. You got this point? So this is a old school method. I mean, in exam, this is the way you want to go ahead with, or this is what you can recall at the time of examination because of the exam pressure. You can refer to this method. Now there is another method. We call it as LCM method. Now in LCM method, what to do? Now A is completing the work in 15 days. B is completing the work in 10 days. Now what we need to do, we have to write down the LCM of these two. So the LCM is 30. So let's say this is the total work we have to do. Okay, so this is the total portion of the work. Now he is taking 15 days to complete 30 portion of the work. That means in one day he will take how much? 30 divided by 15. So how much? It is 2 portion of work. And the B is completing the work in 10 days. The total work is 30. That means in one day he will complete 3 portion of the work. Now they are working together. That means togetherly they will complete 5 portion of the work. Now see, this 5 is in one day. Then in how many days the total work? So that will be equals to what? 30 by 5, and that will be equals to 6, right? So they will take 6 days to complete the particular work, and hence the option B is correct. Okay, so I have explained you both the methods, so the chapter is easy comparatively. Now let's see the actual UPSC examination. The problem is the first statement is exactly same, but how UPSC twist the problem, so that is the magic. Now let's see the actual UPSC problem. So here in this example, the problem statement, the first statement is same as that of the last problem. So again, A is completing the work in 15 days. B is completing the work in 10 days. Now in LCM method, we have seen, okay, so let's calculate the LCM of these two. So we just recently said, right, it is 30. And we said this 30 is nothing but the total portion of the work. Okay, now tell me, if A is doing the work which is like a 30 work in 15 days, that means in one day he is doing 2, right? The how I have written 2, it is 30 divided by 15. It's a simple mathematics, right? And again B is doing the job in 10 days. Okay, now the to complete the 30 portion of the work, again 30 divided by 10, then how much? 3 portion of the work he will complete in one day. Now what it is saying, ki they started working together, but A left after 2 days. A left after 2 days. That means combinedly they worked for how many days? 2 days. And this is portion of what? One day. In one day, 5 portion is completed. That means in 2 days, how much portion of the work is completed? 10. Now tell me, if 10 is completed, then what is the remaining portion of the work? It is 20. Now to complete this 20 portion of the work, who is only working? Only B is working, right? B finished the remaining work. Now we know B can finish 3 portion of work in a single day. Now to complete 20, how much time or how many days he will require? So it will be 20 divided by 3, and it will be around 6.66, right? Now to complete the entire work, to complete entire work, how many days are required? So first these 2 days where these both A and B work together, so that 2 days plus B again worked for 6.66 days, right? 66 days. That means the total time required to complete that work portion is 8.66 days. Okay, now which is the nearest option? So option number A, and hence option number A is correct. For example, in the examination, if they have given like 9 days, so that will be the nearest option. So UPSC, plays with such things. So once you started getting the answers in decimals, you will get start confusing, right? Whether I did a mistake or what, because the answer is not in decimals. So don't worry about that. Just trust on the method you are doing or the method you are following. Whatever the answer you are getting, close to that, if there is any option, you have to take that option and move ahead. Okay, you don't have to waste your energy again resolving the entire problem, because we need to get only how many portion to get only 33% of the mark to pass or to qualify this CSAT paper. Okay, now let's move to the next problem. Okay, so here A and B can do a work in 12 days. So A and B, here they have, the given data says they are completing a work in 12 days. B and C are completing the work in 15 days, and C and A, they are completing the work in 20 days respectively. Then if A plus B and plus C, they are working together, in how many days they will finish the entire work? So that is what it is asked. That means, okay, in this case, how many days are required to complete a particular work? That is asked. So similarly, using LCM method, find out the LCM. So what is the LCM of 12, 15 and 20? So it will be around 60, right? The LCM is 60. So this is what we have considered this as a total work, right? Now tell me, if A plus B are working, to complete a work they need 12 days, the portion of the work is 60, then in one day how much they will complete? It will be 60 divided by 12, then how much? it is 5 portion of the work. So similarly for B plus C, it is 15 fours are 60, right? 4 portion of the work, and 23 is 60, and hence C plus A, they will complete 3 portion of the work in one day. Now here what we have to remember, it is a portion completed by A plus B, this is the portion completed by B plus C, and this is the portion completed by A plus C. That means the total portion, let's say if I combine all this, so can I write A plus B, B plus C and A plus C, the total portion of the work completed will be how much? So 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. But here two A's are working, two B's are working, and two C's are working, right? The total portion is 12. And hence, if only A plus B plus C are working, the total portion of the work to be completed in one day, so that will be equals to 12 by 2, and that will be equals to 6. Now we know A plus B plus C can complete 6 portion of work in one day. Then how much is the total work? It is 60. Then how many days they will require? It is 60 divided by 6, and hence the answer will be 10 days. And hence option number B is correct. So it seems easy, right? It is taking very less time to solve this problem. Now the same problem, we will try to solve it by the old school method. Okay, and we will see how complicated it is or how much time consuming it is, because we have to write more things, right? And this LCM method is very useful to tackle MPSC UPSC examination. So just to give you an idea, so let's solve this problem again with the old school method. Okay, so I'm just writing, so A plus B, they are completing the work in 12 days. B and C, they are completing the work in 15 days, and A and C, they are completing the work in 20 days. So tell me, in one day, how much work will be done by A and B? So it will be 1 by 12, right? We know, right, ki if required n number of days to complete a work, then in one day it is 1 by n. So similarly, let's say one day for B plus C, the portion of the work will be 1 by 15. Similarly, for A and C, it will be 1 by 20. Now, in one day again, what we are writing, A plus B plus B plus C plus C plus A. They are working together, right? So let's say in one day, then how much? It will be 1 by 12 plus 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20. Okay. Now just solve this problem. So it will be like again 2 in bracket A plus B plus C, that will be equals to, so let's take the LCM of 12, 15 and 20. So it is 16. So it is 12 5s are 16, 15 4s are 60, and 23s are 60, and hence this will be 12 divided by 60, right? And hence it will be like 1 by 5, like 12 5s are 60. And hence A plus B plus C is equals to 1 by, again this 2 will go in denominator, so 2 into 5, so that will be equals to 1 by 10. And hence, so okay, so this is what in one day they will complete 1/10 of portion, and hence total days will be required how many? So total days required will be 10 days. Okay, so this is another way to solve this problem. Okay, so we have to write multiple lines. So in examination you find this easy because some students find LCM method as easy, and some students find this method as easy. LCM is just a short form of this method. So here what generally the students do, so instead of taking the LCM here, they will start cross multiplying and etc etc, and to, I mean, get it here, they will need a lot of time, they will consume a lot of time, and in exam time is the main thing. Okay, and we have very less time to solve one example. Now let's move to the another example. In previous examples we have seen, I mean, a collaboration, and also we have seen this type of problem as well, like leaving or joining in midway, because that is UPSC's favorite, right? One example we have seen. So this is like a similar example, exact we'll say a similar example, and this was asked in CSAT 2015. So let's try to solve this example using the LCM method. So A and B can do a piece of work in 20 days and 30 days respectively. So A is doing a piece of work in 20 days, B is doing a piece of work in 30 days. They work together for some time and then B leaves. Now here what they are saying, they worked together for some time. Okay, it is not given for how much of time they work together, right? That we need to find out. So using LCM method, so what is LCM of 20 and 30? So it will be 60, right? So 60 is total work, right? A is taking 20 days. That means, how much portion of the work they will complete? 60 divided by 20, and hence 23s are 60, 32s are 60, and hence 3 portion and 2 portion respectively they will complete in 1 day. Now what is next? If A completes the rest of work in 10 days, then B worked for how many days? Very interesting, right? So now the remaining work is how much, that we need to find out. And in 10 days, now tell me, in 10 days, how much portion of the work A can complete? So that will be equals to 10 into 3. That means 30 portion of the work A can complete in 10 days. Then what is remaining? The total work portion is 60. The remaining will be again 60 minus 30. That means the remaining one is 30 portion of the work. And this is done by A and B together. Now A and B together can do 5 portion of the work, right? Then tell me, to complete 30, how many days they work together? So 30 divided by 5, and hence the answer is 6 days, right? A and B work together. What is asked in the examination is B worked for how many days? Because B left in between, right? So A and B worked together for 6 days. That means B only worked for 6 days. Okay, and what is the answer? It's option number A. Sounds easy? Let's move to the next example. Okay, so this example can be solved with the formula as well, which we are going to see in coming time. But prior to that, let's check whether we can do with our current method or not. Okay, because sometimes it is very difficult to recall the formula in examination. So if you can recall, well and good. In a short time we can solve this problem using m1 d1 equals to m2 d2. But if not, then let's say with the current type, okay, till the time what we have learned, so using that knowledge, can we solve this problem or not? So this problem is from MPSC Combined 2022. So what has given? So 15 men can complete a work in 20 days, right? Here the men are given and here number of days are given. And after 5 days, okay, 5 more joined. So after 5 days, okay, 5 more joined. That means total men will be how much? 20. Okay, so in how many days will the remaining work will be finished? Okay, so that we need to find out. Now when you read this problem, okay, just apply a logic here. Okay, they have not mentioned the efficiency of any person. So can we consider that each man is doing the work with the same efficiency? Can I put it in this way? I can, right? So that means, so here 15 men who are completing the work in 20 days, then tell me for one man how many number of days will be required to complete the work. So it will be how much? 20 into 15, right? Because it's only one man and 15 men are working together to complete a work in 20 days. So one man will complete that work in 20 into 15. That means one man will take 300 days to complete that work. So can I say if when 15 man can do a piece of work in 20 days, you know, then five more men are there, right, which are joining after some time, so that five men can do that same work in how many days? So it will be 300 divided by 5. So that means in 60 days that five people can do work. So can I frame, so 15 men started a work, they are doing it in 20 days. Okay, five men can do the same work in 60 days. Let's take the LCM of these two. What is LCM? It is 60. That means 15 men can complete, okay, how much portion in one day? So it will be 60 divided by 20. So 60 divided by 20 will be how much? 3. And then here 5 men, okay, how much portion of work they can complete? Only one portion of work they can complete. So now initially for 5 days, who worked? These 15 men. That means for 5 days they have completed already how much portion? 15 portion of the work. So what is the total work here? It is 60, right? Then remaining work will be how much? Remaining work will be 60 minus this 15, right? Minus 15, that means 45 portion of the work is still remaining. And now these, can I say now 15 plus 5, they are working together to complete this 45 portion of the work. So can I say, okay, so in one day they are completing how much portion of the work together? 4, right? So to complete 45 portion of the work, they will require these many days, and hence the option, let's see. Okay, so 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4 point something. So which is the option? Option number A. And hence option number A is the correct option. So there is another way to solve this problem. So for now I'm just writing it here, but in coming time we are going to see that. So here m1 d1 is equals to m2 d2 is a logic. Okay, so how many number of mains were working for the first time? It will like a 15 number of main. For how many days they were working? So they were working for 20 number of days. Then how many number of mains again, I mean added? So it will be like 20 number of mains have been added. For how many days they can complete a work? That we don't know, that we need to find out. And hence d2 will be equals to 15 days, right? Because this 2020 will get cancelled. Now the, I'll say 20 number of men can do the work now in 15 days. Now here what we, but this is not asked, right? What they have asked, if, I mean, in 5 days, now how much portion will get completed by these 15 mains? So in, we know 15 mains are working for 20 number of days. Okay, so for one day they are completing 1 by 28th of the work, and hence in 5 days they will complete 5 by 20 of the work, right? And hence it will be how much? So 1/4 of the work will be completed by this 15 men. Can I say that? Yes, I can say that. Now the remaining work will be how much? It is 1 minus 1 by 3, so 3 by 4th work is again remaining. Now to complete that, how many number of main are working? 20 number of main. Now what is their efficiency? So they can do 1 by 58th portion in one day, right? Now how many number of days will be required to complete this work? So to complete this work, so what I have to do, to 1 by 50 into, okay, how much it will be? 4 by 3. It will get inverse, right? And hence 4 by 45. So if I have to find the number of days that are required to complete, so that will become inverse, right? This is a total portion of work we are calculating. So that will be equals to 45 divided by 4, and hence the, is it similar, right? 45 divided by 4, and hence the answer will be 11.25. So this is another way to solve this problem. So as of now, I have explained the second method in very fast pace, but we will see the details in the coming problems. Okay, don't worry about that. Let's move to the next problem. Let's start with the third type of problem, which is alternate day working, which is a MPSC's kind of favorite type. So this question is asked in MPSC 2019. So let's follow the similar approach. So A is doing okay work in 20 days, B is doing in 30 days, and C is doing in 60 days. So that is what it is given. Okay, what we generally do, we used to find out the LCM, and LCM here it is 60, and we assume that this 60 is nothing but the total portion of the work. Okay, total work, and hence in one day A can complete 3 portion of the work, B can complete 2 portion of the work, and C can complete only 1 portion of the work. Now what is given in the problem is in how many days, okay, let me highlight, in how many days can A do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day. Now to understand this, so let's say this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on. So on day 1, who is working? Only A is working. On day 2, who is working? Only A is working. But on every third day, the A is assisted by B and C. That means on the third day, all three persons are working. Again on fourth day A is working, on fifth day B is working, on sixth day A, B, C are working. So now just try to make a cycle here. So can you see a cycle? It is a cycle of 3 days, right? And this is again repeating the same cycle, right? So this we call it as a cycle. Now tell me, in one cycle, how much portion of the work is completed? I'll just change the color. So on first day, only A is working, and A is how much portion of work A can complete is 3 portion of work. So he is completing 3. Again on second day, only A is working, but on third day, A is completing 3, B is completing 2, and C is completing 1. Right? From here I have taken this data. That means in one cycle, how much portion of the work has been completed? So 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9, okay, 11 and 12. So in one cycle, so 12 portion of the work is completed. Now uh, how much is the total work? It is 60, right? So in one cycle 12 completed, so 60 portion of the work will be completed in how many cycles? So it will be in 5 cycles, right? So 12 5 is 60, it will be completed in 5 cycles, and one cycle is equals to how many days? 3 days, right? And now tell me 5 cycles will be equals to how many days? 5 into this 3. That means total time required will be 15 days. Seems easy, right? And hence option number B is correct. Okay. At the first instance, you might see it bit challenging, but let's see the next problem. You will get used to this. So this problem is easy compared to the last problem. So what is given? A can do a work in 20 days. Again, the similar approach. B in 30 days. They work on alternate days. Now, what it is saying, they work on alternate days. That means on first day, if A is working, on second day, B will work. Again, on third day, A will work, and so on. So this cycle is ongoing, right? So now we will follow the same approach. Now tell me, what is the LCM of 20 and 30? So it is 60, and hence A will complete how much portion of work in one day? So that will be equals to 60 divided by 20. So that will be equals to 3 portion of the work in one day, and B will complete 2 portion of the work in one day. So that means, so A is completing 3 portion of the work again on second day, B is completing 2 portion of the work again on third day, A is completing 3 portion of the work, and so on. And this way they are asking in how many days the work will be completed. Now what is the total work? So total work is 60. So here let's understand the cycle. So AB again, this is repeating. So this is one cycle, right? This is one cycle, and one cycle is equals to how many days? This is first day, this is second day. So one cycle is equals to 2 days, and in 2 days how many portion of the work is completed? It is 5 portion of the work is completed. Total work is how much? 60, and hence it will require how many number of cycles to complete that work? That will be equals to 5 12s are 60, right? 12 5s are 60. So hence 12 cycles, it will, I mean 12 cycles are required to complete the work, but one cycle is equals to how many days? 2 days. Then 12 cycles are equals to how many days, right? That will be equals to 24 days, and hence 24 days will be required to complete the work, right? This problem was easy compared to the last one. Let's start with the type 4. Now the type 4 is efficiency ratios and wages. So here is the logic. Okay, what is the logic? We have already seen the efficiency is inversely proportional to time, right? If the person is more efficient, he will or she will take less time to complete that particular work, and hence the relation is inversely proportional. And we know we are ready to pay more money to a more efficient person, right? Because he is completing more work in a less time, and that's why we will pay more money for more efficient person, and hence money is directly proportional to the most efficient person. Now here is the example from CSAT 2017. So let's try to understand. So P works thrice as fast as Q, whereas P and Q together can work 4 times as fast as R. If P, Q, R together complete a work, okay, in what ratio should they share the earnings? Now tell me, we know the earnings are directly proportional to the portion of work, right? How efficient they are is based on that. Just now we have seen the logic. Now just try to read again the problem. So P works thrice as fast as Q. That means if P is completing his work in one day, right? So Q will take how many days? Because P is 3 times faster than Q, and hence Q may require 3 days to complete that particular work, right? And hence P is completing that work in, let's say, one day. Q is completing that work in 3 days. Again, same logic. What is the LCM here? 3. Okay. So in one day, P is completing how much portion? All, right? 3 portion. And Q is completing how much portion? Again 3 divided by 3, only 1 portion. Now let's see what is this next statement. P and Q together can work 4 times that of R. So if I add, because this is for P and this is for Q, right? Together they are completing the 4 portion of that work, right? And they are 4 times faster as compared to R. That means R is completing only one portion, right? So this is combining P plus Q, and hence R is completing only one portion. So now we have like P is completing 3 portions of the work, Q is completing one portion of the work, and R is completing one portion of the work. So P as to Q as to R. So their work proportions will be what? So P will complete 3 portion of the work, Q will complete 1 portion of the work, and R will complete 1 portion of the work. And according to work only, they will get the salaries, and hence the ratio of their shared earnings will be 3 as to 1 as to 1, which is option number A. Understood? So this problem was asked in MPSC Rajyaseva 2021. So let's see what is given. A is thrice as efficient as B. Okay, that means efficiency of A is 3 times the efficiency of B, right? And is therefore able to finish a piece of work in 60 days less than B. That means let's say कि time taken by A is, let's say, X days, and hence the time taken by B to complete the similar work will be how much? It will be X plus 60 days, right? Because A is taking 60 days less time compared to B. So I can frame this, right? And just a moment before, I mean, in the previous example, we have seen that efficiency is inversely proportional to time, right? If a person is more efficient, he will or she will take less time to complete that particular job. And hence, instead of this efficiency symbol, I will try to put the time. And hence, the time taken by, so can I write 1 upon Ta is equals to 3 into 1 upon Tb, and hence time taken by B will be equals to 3 times time taken by A. This makes sense, right? We have two equations. Okay, so A is taking X days to complete a work, B is taking X plus 60 days to work, and we know this TB is equals to 3 times of TA. Now this is also right, time taken by A and time taken by B. Now just put these values in this equation. So what is TB? So TB is X plus 60. That will be equals to 3 into what is TA? TA is X, right? And hence X is equals to, so okay, how much then it will be? X will be equal, so this X will go there, right? 3x minus X, which will be 2x. 2x, that means 60 divided by 2 it will come, and hence X will be equals to 30 days. So students in hurry, what they do, ki the moment they get this answer, they will take this option. You have to carefully read the problem first, what they have asked. It is not what you have found in between. What they have asked, find the time in which they can do it together. Now tell me, X, what was our assumption? The X was what? It is time taken by A. It is not a together, right? And hence people will make mistakes here. So this should not be, the case. So now tell me the time taken by A will be how much? So A will take X number of days, and X is nothing but 30. B will take how much of time? So 30 plus 60 days. So that will be 90 days. Now tell me what is LCM? It is 90. So tell me, so this is what? Total work. Let's say this is total work. So in one day, A will complete how much portion of the work? 90 divided by 30, right? That means 3 portion of the work A will complete, and B will complete how much portion of the work? That will be 90 divided by 90, and hence 1 portion of the work B will complete. Now together they will complete 4 portion of the work, right? But total portion of the work is how much? 90, and hence together they will complete in how many days? 90 divided by 4 days, that means 45 divided by 2. What is half of 45? This is 22.5 days. Now let's check if that option is there. Yes, it is there, and hence option number A is correct. Okay, so in hurry, don't make the mistakes. I have already highlighted what kind of mistakes the students can do in the examination, and this is very common because the pressure is that kind of high. So we just have to cross check what we have found, is it what is asked in the given problem. Now let's move to the next type. So the next type of problem is like a kind of group work. So let's try to understand this type with direct example. What is given? So 8 men and 12 women can finish a piece of work in 5 days, and 6 men and 8 women can finish the same work in 7 days. In how many days can one man finish the work alone? The problem statement is clear. So now here, as the type says, it's a group work. So here maybe a boy and a girl working together, or a group of boys and group of man, or boys, man, woman working together. So type of problem or the way of asking a question might be different, but the solving approach is similar. Okay, now here we need to express this equation either in terms of men or in terms of women. Here what is asked, we have to find out a man can do the same work in how many days. That means we have to express these two equation in terms of man, right? Now we know ki if the number of men are more, the time required to complete the work will be less. That is okay, right? And here the time is given in days. So can I say the number of man or number of women? I will say a general workforce is inversely proportional to number of days, right? So can I write, so m1 d1 is equals to m2 d2 using this equation? This is simple mathematics, right? So even if you don't remember the formula, with the logic also you can derive the equations. So with this, we will find out the efficiency of men versus women. So M1, in M1, that means what is the total workforce? It is 8 men and 12 women. So 8 men and 12 women, they are working together for how many number of days? For 5 days, right? For 5 days. And again, these 6 men and 8 women are working together for 7 number of days. Okay, let's try to solve this equation. So 8 5s are 40 men plus 60 women, that will be equals to 42 men plus 56 women, right? And hence if men are going that side, woman I'll bring this side. So 60 minus 56, that will be 4 women equals to 2 men. That means 2 women is equals to 1 man, right? So now what does that indicates, right? So should I write m by w is equals to 1 by 2, right? That means men are more efficient than women, right? So one man can do a work of 2 women. Now let us consider the first equation, right? 8 men and 12 women. So can I write 8 men and instead of 12 women, what I will say? 6 men instead of 12 women, 6 men will complete that work in how many days? 5 days, right? So that means total number of men here, how much it will be? So 6 plus 8, it will be like 14 men will complete the work in 5 days. Then tell me, one man will complete the work in how many days? It will be 14 into 5, right? If let's say with a simple example, to do a work, one man is taking 1 day, then 2 man will take ultimately half day, right? Because they are doing it together. So here similarly, we are just doing the multiplication, and hence our answer will be 70 days. And hence one man will take almost 70 days to complete the work. Okay, let's see one more like similar type of question, but here we will, approach this problem solution in a different way. Okay, let's see. So here what is given? Ki two men and three boys can do a piece of work in 10 days, whereas three men and two boys can do the same work in 8 days. And they are asking in how many days two men and one boy can do this work. Let's say in X days. Now, let's try to attempt this question with the LCM method. Now, tell me what is the LCM of 10 and 8? It is around 40, right? And hence, A can, this set of people can do a piece of work in one day will be how much? So it will be 4. And for these set of people, okay, how much portion they will complete? Well, 5 portion of work they will complete, right? So this is clear. We are going with the earlier concept only. Now can I say that these two men and three boys are completing the 4 portion, okay, fourth portion of the work in one day. Similarly, three men and two boys are completing 5 portion of the work in one day. So now we have this equation, let's say equation number 1 and equation number 2. We have to just find out what is m equals to and what is b equals to. So here we already have like two equations. We have two unknowns m and b. So it is just a solving an equation. So let's try to solve the equation. How to solve? Okay, so let's multiply equation number 1 by 3 and equation number 2 by 2. So if I am multiplying equation number 1 by 3, so it will be 6m plus 9b is equals to 12, right? And if I'm multiplying equation number 2 by 2, it will be 6m plus 4b is equals to 10. So now if I subtract, these equations, I can cancel out the m. Now only the remaining variable will be b. So 9 minus 4 is how much? 5b. That will be equals to 12 minus 10 is equals to 2. That means b is equals to 2 by 5. We got this one, right? Now let's find out the value of m by putting this value in either equation 1 or 2. So for now I'm putting it in equation number 1. So from equation number 1, 2m plus 3. So instead of b, I will put 2 by 5 is equals to 4. And hence 2m is equals to, this is what, 6 by 5, right? 6 by 5, this is plus, is equals to 4. So just do it in similar way and calculate the value of, I'll say m, right? So it will become minus 6 by 5. So 20 minus 6 is around 14 divided by 5, and hence m is equals to 14 divided by 10. Okay, so m is this one and b is that one. We can further solve. We can write it by 7 by 5 as well. Okay, now what is asked? So this is asked. Okay, so 2m plus 1b is asked. Now let's say 2m plus 1b will complete how much of portion in one day, right? Because for one day only we have derived these two equations. So let's see how much this will come. So then that will be, see, 2, what is the value of m? It is 7 by 5, plus what is the value of b? So that is 2 by 5, right? And just try to calculate. So that will be equals to 14 plus 2 divided by 5, and that will be equals to 16 divided by 5, right? So this much of portion these two men and one boy will complete in one day, right? But what is the total portion of the work? Total portion of the work is 40, and hence how many number of days will be required? 40 divided by this 16 divided by 5, right? 16 further divided by 5 will go into multiplication. Okay, so these many number of days will be required, right? Now just try to solve this problem. So 4 4s are 16, 4 10s are 40, and again here it is 5, here it is 2, and hence 25 divided by 2, it will be equals to 12.5 number of days will be required to complete that work. See, again we have went with the LCM method, okay, and hence option number A is correct. So whatever method is suitable, whatever you can recall in the examination, you can approach with that method. Okay, just the one formula we have to remember is not to confuse in the examination. Okay, rest is, I mean, everything on how you tackle your, I mean, how you tackle this problem with the presence of mind. Let's see one more example. Okay, so this is the last problem for this particular topic of time and work, and this problem is based on wages. Okay, so let's try to solve the problem, and in parallel, we will understand how to solve such kind of problems in examination. So, what is given? The given is 3 men and 4 women. They are earning how much wages? Like 3,780 rupees in 7 days, right? And again, it is given that 11 men and 13 women, they are earning around 15,040 rupees in 8 days. And it is asked in what time the 7 men and 9 women can earn 12,400 rupees, right? In how many number of days they can earn? So that is asked. So always remember for such type of problems. So here it is not a task, okay, given key you have to complete the particular work, and it is not given key a set of group is completing that particular work in particular time. Here the number of days and accordingly the wages are given. So we have to say key in one day how many wages are given. Like for 7 days, if 3,780 rupees are given, then in one day the wage will be how much? It will be 3,780 divided by 7. So that will be how much? Around 540 rupees, right? And the second problem is given that the wages are around 15,040 rupees for 8 days, and hence for a single day it will be 15,040 divided by 8. So that will be equals to 1,880 rupees. And we have to find now for one day how much these 7 men and 9 women are getting. So now we have write down the equation in terms of a single day. So earlier we solved the problems using, I mean, this much of portion of work in the single day, but now this much wages for a single day. So we can simply write 3 men and 4 women is equals to 540. So here in this equation, what I am assuming, let's say men are charging some M rupees, women are charging some W rupees, and combiningly for one day the total is 540 rupees, right? Similarly, 11 men and 13 women, okay, are charging 1880 rupees per day. So this calculation is for per day. Okay, now try to solve these two equations. So what I will do, so let us say this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So I will do multiply, I mean I will multiply equation number 1 by 11 and equation number 2 by 3 so that I can eliminate m. Okay, so multiplying first equation by 11, so 11 into 3, so 33m plus 44w is equals to 540 into 11. Okay, and here it is like I have to multiply it by 3, so again 33m plus 39w is equals to 1818 into 3. Okay, now tell me, calculation. Okay, so what is 540 into 11? So that will be equals to 5940. And what is 3 into 1880? So that will be equals to 5640. Now what I will do, I will subtract, first equation from second. Okay, so 33, now these mains are gone. So 44 minus 39, that will be equals to 5 omens, and will be equals to now 5940 minus 5640 is simple, right? It is 300, and hence a woman is charging around 300 divided by 5. That means rupees 60 per day. Can I say that? Right now, like, put this value in equation number 1. So in equation number 1, if we put this value, we will get, okay, 4 into 60. So 240 is equals to 540, and hence 3m is equals to 300, and hence mains are getting how much rupees? Rupees 100 per day. See, so women are getting 60 rupees per day, mains are getting rupees 100 per day. Now for per day, we have to calculate here ki how much 7 men and 9 women are getting. So 7 men and 9 women are getting how much? So that will be equals to 7 into 100, it is 700, and 9 into 60, right? It is 540, and that will be equals to how much? So 0, 4, and okay, so 12. So it is 1240 rupees. This amount is per day charge, right? And to earn a wage of how many rupees? 12,400 rupees. Okay, 12,400 rupees, where the per day they are earning 1240 rupees. So how many number of days they will require to earn that amount is 10 days, right? And hence we have concluded this problem this way. So hence, to earn 1200 and 400, like 12,400 rupees, okay, the 10 days will be required by 7 men and 9 women together. Okay, the problems are simple. The only way is we need to frame in 1 day timeline. Either it should be in the portion of work or in terms of wages. Okay, now there is a formula like mdw, mdh divided by w is constant, and hence m1 d1 h1 divided by w1 is equals to m2 d2 h2 divided by w2. I'll write it here. So there is a formula you will see in most of the books. M1 d1 h1 divided by w1 is equals to m2 d2 h2 divided by w2. So sometimes what they will give ki, let's say ki 10 number of men are doing a work for, let's say, 4 days, working 7 hours each. Okay, again here they will say ki 7 men again doing it for 5 days, working 5 hours each. So how much time it will require to complete a particular work? So that kind of problem, so you can directly put into this equation and can calculate. But we have solved already such problems without using this formula. Okay, so it is just like if, I mean, they are working for 5 days and 8 hours each, the only thing you need to convert that time into hours. This is the only thing you have to remember. Okay, so rest of the problem types and the problems which are asked in competitive examinations, we will see it through the shorts. So if we have missed something in this chapter also, that we will cover through shorts as well. So don't forget to follow the shorts. We will see some old school methods as well as some shortcut methods for these problems as well. Okay, so stay tuned to this channel. Don't forget to like and uh, share and subscribe to this channel. I have given the WhatsApp channel link in the description, so you can join the WhatsApp group. I have also provided the Telegram channel link, so you can also follow to the Telegram channel as well, so that you will get the regular updates. Okay, whatever I am posting here on YouTube, so those updates you will get in those channels, and along with that I will also provide some practice questions in those channels. Okay, so stay tuned. If you are liking this video, don't forget to hit the like button. See you in the next video. So I'm Rahul Sir, taking your leave now. Bye bye.